Hello everyone, this is my Rabid and today I'll be discussing the infamous learning styles, which is a very controversial topic in the field of education and debunking some myths associated with it. The work model was initially developed by Neil Fleming, a New Zealand-based teacher and researcher in 1987, in his quest to address the differences in how students absorbed and processed information. He proposed that tailoring teaching methods to individual styles could enhance learning outcomes. He assumed that there are four primary styles of learners: visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic. The work questionnaire is supposed to assess an individual's learning style based on the responses to a series of questions. There has been a lot of buzz surrounding these styles due to the intuitive appeal, simplification of a complex concept of learning, confirmation bias, and influence of authority figures like educators and institutions supporting it. However, there is not enough empirical evidence supporting the utility of learning styles. Learning is more of a multifaceted concept. Here, I would like to refer to a conference paper by Tomic et al., where a literature review of 40 research articles was conducted to find the reliability and validity of the work questionnaire. The findings from the review suggested that the questionnaire was generally considered a reliable tool for identifying the learning styles in various fields like medicine, economics, and kinesiology. However, the relationship between learning styles and academic performance is much more complex. Factors such as student motivation, study habits, and prior knowledge contribute to student performance also. The styles may also vary based on demographic factors like age, gender, and cultural values. My learning philosophy that has emerged from the study of various learning theories is that the styles only indicate how one does something, but the ability indicates how well one does something. There is an important distinction between style and ability here. Taking the example of a game of cricket, some players will be termed as defensive, while others will be classified as aggressive. Now, how well each of these players perform in a match is subjective to a range of other factors, like the approach they use in the game on a particular day. Applying it to the work model, the ideology that visual learners will always learn best with visuals and auditory learners will always learn best through listening is limiting in itself. If we look at a complex science concept, let's say structure and function of a DNA and the process of DNA replication, a 3D visual model or a flowchart would be a better tool to explain it, and it will assist even the auditory learner here. Limiting that the auditory learners will learn best only through listening about this model is debatable indeed. In the end, I would like to say that this model is too simplistic in nature. It does not present a strong empirical evidence as to how will the educators be able to improve the overall performance of students. A class has learners exhibiting students with diverse learning preferences and different levels of prior knowledge and experiences, so there cannot be a one-size-fits-all approach. If we believe in student individuality as to each student is unique, then there's no meaning in applying this concept in the modern day classrooms. Hence, my message to the educators out there is to divert energies into more meaningful approaches to learning that might be of value. Learning happens when the learners are able to make meaningful connections to the content itself.